漫威真不愧被叫做细节狂魔，不仅在影集作品埋藏了无数细节和彩蛋，就连他的游戏里也是有着许多用显微镜才能发现的细节。今天我们就来盘点漫威蜘蛛侠游戏里的那些细节彩蛋。在游戏的开场，我们能够看到许多便签，而这些便签上的内容也是蕴含着许多彩蛋。给 TS 回电话，这里的 TS 应该是指代托尼·斯塔克。蜘蛛战车是个好主意，或是个非常好的主意，而这个蜘蛛战车在漫画中就真的出现过，而我们在最近的蜘蛛侠纵横宇宙中也能看到蜘蛛侠战车的身影。RR 战衣材料弹道，这里的 RR 指的应该是神奇先生里德·理查兹。蜘蛛侠在和金命战斗完，说不能让人拍到自己的3根胸毛。
Can't have people taking pictures of my 3 chest hairs.
而如果我们真的放大观看的话，确实会发现它真的只有3根胸毛。游戏内特意录制了多套对话语音，以对应玩家游玩时不同场景。比如蜘蛛侠在不同的运动状态就会有不同的语音，在城市荡蛛丝时的语音就会显得非常吃力，还附带有喘气声。
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
How about a favor? You still have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah, I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Martin Lee? Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows about the origins of that mask, he will.
然而在蜘蛛侠静止下来时，语音也会显得比较平静。
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
How about a favor? You still have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah, I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Martin Lee? Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows about the origins of that mask, he will.
还有当蜘蛛侠的通话被打断后，彼得之后就会接着上次被打断的地方继续聊天。
I also kinda got evicted from my apartment.
What? Do you have a place to stay tonight?
Okay, May, I'm back. Sorry about that. What's up?
What? Do you have a place to stay tonight?
Okay, May, I'm back. Sorry about that. What's up?
What? Do you have a place to stay tonight?
当今的年轻人之所以喜欢玩游戏，是因为游戏能给人带来现实中无法获得的体验，让人沉浸其中。漫威蜘蛛侠中也同样是如此。当你化身蜘蛛侠在城市中行侠仗义时，游戏内的 NPC 也会和你实时互动。假如你就看着犯罪行为发生而不管它的话，有的市民甚至会给头号黑粉 JJJ 打电话，非常的有意思。
Friends, there's a caller on the line we all need to hear from. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I almost got run over by some psychos in a high-speed car chase with the cops. Hey, it's lucky no one got killed. But here's the really messed up part. I saw Spider-Man in the area, and he didn't do a thing to stop it.
Aha! Of course not. Why? Because no doubt it was too much effort. Spider-Man doesn't like effort. He wants everything to be easy, or he's not interested. Typical of his generation.
细节5，在慈善会的厨房里有着一台搅拌机，上面有着很醒目的一张标签。这时好奇的玩家肯定会忍不住想看看上面写了什么，而制作组也是预判了玩家的习惯，在上面写了这样一段话。细节6，在蜘蛛侠初次对战心魔的剧情中，会有无数的导弹向我们袭来。这时我们打开拍照模式暂停查看的话，就会发现导弹上竟然有一行小字：保证杀死蜘蛛。看来玩家才刚玩这个游戏，制作组就要对我们下死手了。相信不少小伙伴在进行模仿大师的挑战时，都会很好奇模仿大师究竟是如何观察蜘蛛侠战斗的。实际上他并不是通过无人机监控或者其他方式来观察，他就只是站在我们身前实地观察。只不过平时因为快速的镜头移动，使得玩家很难发现它的存在。作为蜘蛛侠联系最密切的超级英雄之一的夜魔侠，在游戏中也是藏着许多关于他的彩蛋。比如在地图的这个位置，我们能找到尼尔森与默多克律师事务所，这就是夜魔侠马特·默多克和他的朋友一起开的事务所。游戏中还存在佛格维拳击社，这正是夜魔侠父亲杰克·默多克训练成为拳击手的地方。在本作的游戏设定中，本叔叔早已死亡，彼得·帕克已经在城市中当了8年的蜘蛛侠。如果我们去到墓园的话，就能发现本书的墓碑。而游戏的最后，梅姨也会去世。这时我们再来墓园查看的话，会发现本书墓碑的旁边多了梅姨的墓碑。在埋藏了这么多细节彩蛋之后，游戏制作组肯定不会忘记植入自己工作室的彩蛋。在警卫的对讲机上，我们能够看到失眠游戏的名字，而在游戏中我们也能找到失眠游戏工作室的大楼。当然游戏中还有着非常多的细节和彩蛋，不过这些就请小伙伴们自行去发现了。当发现这些新奇事物的时候，心里的感受绝对是非常有成就感的。那么以上就是视频的全部内容了，还请小伙伴们多多点赞支持。